that the turn this race has taken. I spoke just moments ago with McCain's senior advisor, Nicole Wallace. She was in Milwaukee, and Obama's senior advisor, Robert Gibbs, in Chicago. Ms. Wallace and Mr. Gibbs, thank you again for joining us this morning. We certainly do appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
There is a new ad out on the John McCain website, Ms. Wallace, about Bill Ayers, and it begins by saying Barack Obama and domestic terrorist Bill Ayers, friends. They've worked together for years, and the ad ends by saying Barack Obama, too risky for America. Now, Senator McCain said he made it a point not to bring up Bill Ayers in the debate this week. He said he had no plans to talk about it. So why now this ad?
Well, you know, I think Robert and I would agree on one thing this morning, and maybe one thing only, and that's that nobody in America is sitting around the table trying to figure out how to pay their bills or make sure their mortgages are secure, that their jobs are going to be there in a month, cares about a washed-up terrorist like Mr. Ayers, which he is. But what troubles everyone, and what everyone has a right to know, is the truth about the relationship between Barack Obama and Mr. Ayers. The truth is he is a former domestic terrorist. He was part of a group called the Weathermen, and that group tried to bomb the Pentagon and the U.S. Capitol. Thank God they were not successful. But when Barack Obama was asked about Mr. Ayers, he said, he's a guy in my neighborhood. Now, the truth is, he went to events inside his home. Mr. Ayers has held fundraisers in his house. He launched his career in his living room. And I don't know about you, Robin, but I know the difference between people in my neighborhood who are just guys or gals that live in the neighborhood and the people whose homes I've been inside of. So this is about truth. This is about telling the truth about an association with someone, and it's about telling the truth about your record. And if we can't trust Barack Obama to tell the truth about the guys in his neighborhood who also happen to be domestic terrorists, who also happen to be people who have held events for him, how can we trust him to tell the truth about what he would do as president?
Mr. Gibbs, does she have a point there?
Well, let me tell you, Robin, you heard a crazy answer right there from Nicole. Let me address a few of the things that Nicole knowingly misstated in just another desperate and dishonest attack from the McCain campaign. It's interesting, Robin, if you turn on a television set anywhere in this country this morning, you won't see one positive ad for John McCain. Barack Obama has denounced the activities of William Ayers. He said they were reprehensible. These activities happened when Barack Obama was exactly 8 years old. This is just another desperate and dishonest political attack, and it's meant to cover up the fact that John McCain has virtually no answers for the economic crisis, the worst since the Great Depression, that are affecting our country. We saw just in the debate another erratic proposal from John McCain. It's a bailout plan for banks that sticks taxpayers with the bill. It gives all the benefits to the special interest and the banks that got us into this financial crisis. And here's the kicker, Robin. The riskiest loans from the riskiest banks get the biggest payoff from John McCain. That's not the type of leadership we need right now in this faltering economy. We need the steady, calm leadership that you saw during the debate from Barack Obama. That'll get this economy moving again, get this country back on track, and we'll get away from this desperate and dishonest political attacks that have, quite frankly, become the hallmark of the McCain campaign.
But what it sounds like, what you're telling the American people this morning, is to get ready for more of the same, that this is going to continue, which is disheartening for a lot of people.
Yeah, Robin, let me address that. It's exactly what you're hearing. John McCain is exactly that.
But Mr. Gibbs, from both sides.
Ms. Roberts, you can turn on the television right now and see ads about what Barack Obama is going to do to get this economy moving again, to cut taxes for middle class and small businesses. But Nicole's answer is exactly a microcosm of what you see right now going on in the McCain campaign. They don't want to talk about solutions. They don't want to talk about the economy. They don't want to talk about making health care more affordable. They said in the newspaper on Monday, if we talk about the economy, we lose. Well, I've got news for the McCain campaign. People in this country are losing their jobs, they're losing their health care, and they're losing their homes right now. What they expect and deserve is their candidate to talk about the solutions that they have for this ailing economy, to stop the desperate, dishonest campaign of nothing but smear attacks. Let's get back to focusing on the issues. Their campaign will be better for it. The country will be better for it.
Well, in the final minutes, final seconds that we have, let's do just that. Each one talk just about your candidate, something positive this morning, and I'll start with you, Ms. Wallace.
Well, John McCain has a vision for getting this economy working again. He went back to Washington and worked on a rescue plan that he describes as a tourniquet. The hope is that it'll stop the bleeding. But the job of the next president, whoever it is, and we certainly hope it'll be John McCain, is to get this country moving again. And we have to help this sick economy lift itself up. We have to add jobs. We have to help people pay for school, help people pay for health care, and we have to get this country back to work.
And Mr. Gibbs?
Barack Obama will do, as President of the United States, exactly what he's done throughout his years in public service. Reach across the aisle to work with Democrats and Republicans, kicking the special interest out, getting this country back on track again by creating millions of new jobs that can't be outsourced overseas, making health care more affordable, and finally ending, excuse me, our dangerous addiction to foreign oil, and responsibly ending this war in Iraq and focusing on the central front on the war on terror, the state of Afghanistan, which, quite frankly, even according to a new report, is in a downward spiral. That's what Barack Obama is going to do. He's got the vision, the strength, and the leadership to lead this country to a better day.
Mr. Gibbs and Ms. Wallace, thank you very much. Until we meet again, have a good morning.
Thank you, Robin.
Thank you both.
Thank you.
26 days left to go until Election Day. Time now for